Hey, how's it going? Checking in with updates from today, and I've been in presenter mode again for 3 hours, two 90-minute sessions. One of which was me beaming into a room full of people, which was a lot of fun. And I think it's the second time I've done that. I did it last week to the exec team for the company that I've been doing a lot of work for through Gen Healthy Minds. And I think there was five of them in kind of a line, and then I was coming in from a TV monitor on the wall. And this time there was a group of, I think, about 12 or 13 of them sitting in a kind of around a horseshoe around a table with me at the end. So it was kind of weird, but it worked really well. I was able to get them up, moving around, speaking to each other, discussing various points. It was all around mental well-being and kind of setting up the beginnings of a few other sessions that we're delivering for them as a bank, again through Gen Healthy Minds. So that was a great fun session. The other session was to about 80 people in, again, early careers, apprentices and grads from another company I've done a lot of work with. And I just literally put up a LinkedIn post about this, where it's kind of fresh in my mind. What was a bit more unusual about this one was that nobody had their cameras on. I think one guy in the end put his camera on, but apart from that, nobody else had their cameras on. Now, I like to have cameras on. I like to see people, but at the same time, I'm not. You can't mandate it. You can't make someone put their cameras on. In fact, this company is quite sensitive what they do. So if they're in the wrong place in the company on site, then they actually can't have their cameras on because of the security issues. So as a result, I think there was a real tendency for no one to put their cameras on, and nobody wanted to be the first, apart from this one guy who I tipped my hat to. But I think it makes it, for me as a presenter, it definitely makes it a bit harder to get engagement, and for certainly to engage with and to know when I'm getting the right feedback from the audience, because you just need to see the blank screens. But at the same time, I don't like to try and push it too hard and to mandate people that you have to have your cameras on, because some people actually just prefer to have them off. And as I said, in this case, some of them genuinely couldn't have them on. So yes, kind of an ongoing point of kind of interest, I guess. And finally heard back from one of the other speaking bureaus that I've been accepted onto, and they've managed to get me up on their website. So that's Personally Speaking. That's the name of the website, the name of the bureau. They now have me listed, and they're actually based over in Ireland. And although they don't just do Irish events, they certainly, I guess that's going to be their main arena. So that was great to have that one, to be on board with them as well. Still nothing from Raise the Bar that I'm waiting for. I think two are still in the mix at the moment, and I'm sort of doing a little bit of light work next week. I'm not doing anything big and heavy duty. I'm taking some time out, spend some time with the kids, but I'll try and follow up with that next week, because the session's actually the week after next. 2 weeks time. 2 weeks time. So there's two things still in the mix there. I kind of really want to get a few more things into the mix. So my plan is over Easter, there's two other speaking bureaus that I also want to approach and find out about getting on the books. Three, one of which I applied for today. Turns out I actually applied 3 years ago. I was in a very different position 3 years ago to where I am now, so I'm hoping that has some sway. I didn't think I ever heard back from them 3 years ago when I applied, so we'll see if anything comes back from them this time around. It would be great to be represented by this particular bureau as well. I think I'd be a good fit. And just following up with a load of people. So I've got this big old list, and this is going back into the practical prospecting thing that I've spoken about before. I've actually got a list of people who I could just get in touch with and say, hey, how you going? How you doing? Find out a bit more about where they're at. Is there anything I can do to help? That sort of thing. And I just haven't been strategically doing that and systematically doing it. So I spent some time this afternoon actually getting on and doing what I said I was going to do. So again, lots of things are going out there at the moment, but I need to be much more systematic with this and consistent with it, because I think my problem is I do this, I get a little bit of something back, and I sort of ease off doing the outreach, doing the practical, proactive stuff. So I want to build that into my systems. So I continue to build up the number of conversations I've got. I think the second half of this month, after Easter, some of the things that I've got building up should start coming to fruition. It's taken a while. I'm kind of used to this. It is frustrating still when things take a long time, but there's a lot of things that should be coming together around the same sort of time. So we shall see what happens from there. But there's my update for the day. As always, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Give it a like, subscribe to the channel, and tune in again tomorrow for another daily update. Bye for now.